Doris Roberts, New York, St. Louis, born in St. Louis, but New York, you really grew up there.
Absolutely.
What age, Doris Roberts, when you decided you wanted to be an actress? 12, 14? What?
5.
Really?
Yes. I was in kindergarten.
You really knew exactly what you wanted?
Yes. I had a line in a little play. I was Patrick Potato, and this is my cousin, Mrs. Tomato. And I heard laughter like that, and that was the bug that bit me.
Did you know that Shelley Winters is from St. Louis, too?
Yes.
You did know that?
Yeah.
Because you always remind me of a young Shelley Winters, you and her. Yeah, always, always.
Yeah.
When I first remembered you, when I first saw you on television, always remind me of Miss Winters, because I'm a good friend of Shelley. And I just always thought, Doris Roberts, young. But you did a movie that she did, and Anne Frank,
That's
the daughter
right.
of Anne Frank.
That's right.
You played Miss Von Damme.
I did, with my friend Jimmy Coco, and Maximilian Schell. What's his name now? I've forgotten the name.
That's okay.
Maximilian Schell?
Yeah, the German guy. Yes, of course.
Alyssa Gilbert, a whole bunch of people.
Was it a wonderful, wonderful movie? Yeah, it was great. Tell me something, Doris. Your very first theater. You remember going back? The very first thing you did in the theater?
In the theater?
In the theater. I'm not in the movies, in the theater, because you love the theater now,
I
Doris.
do. I love the theater.
That's right.
Well, the time of your life.
Uh-huh.
At City Center.
Ah.
Oh, yes. I played a hooker. I had 3 lines. And one of the lines was in reference to Gloria Vanderbilt. Gloria Vanderbilt was in the show as well as Franchot Tone. Oh, my goodness. Lenka Peterson.
Franchot Tone. What
Yes.
a wonderful, elegant man.
Yes, he was.
And Gloria, wonderful lady. And she's got her son now on CNN, on the news.
Isn't he wonderful?
And he's wonderful, isn't he?
Right.
And
Gloria, and when she left the stage, my line was in reference to her. It was, "It's floozies like her that raise hell with a racket." And the audience went crazy. They stomped and whistled and carried on. And that night at the opening night party, Mr. Saroyan said, "We're going to have to cut that line, Doris." I grabbed him by his lapels and said, "You know what it took for me to get those 3 lines? Please don't cut it." And he didn't.
That's great. Musical. You sang, you danced?
No.
Never?
No, but I did
But
a
you
musical.
did a musical.
I did, Bye Bye Birdie, 2 years
That's
ago.
right.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was great.
Yeah.
Very exciting, but oh my goodness, the energy.
You got to have energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
and how?
That's an energy show, too.
It is, yeah.
Doris, tell me something. Growing up in St. Louis, did you grew up there?
No.
No.
I was just born there. I left when I was 6 months old.
So you grew up where?
New York.
In Manhattan?
First in the Bronx and then Manhattan.
Yeah, the Bronx. It seems like everybody goes to the Bronx or Brooklyn, you know. Growing up in New York is the greatest city in the world for me.
It is.
When you come out to California first time, for what? What was it? TV?
Mary Tyler Moore.
The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
Yes.
Working with her.
Working with her. Cloris Leachman. Yeah.
I love her, too.
Oh, yes.
I love Cloris Leachman. She's
right.
matter of fact, you're having a very big thing. She's not in this, but
No.
you do have someone I really like in here, Tony Danza. You played his mother, and a very, very Hallmark card thing, right?
No, it wasn't a Hallmark.
No,
it
it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was a private company that
Company?
put it. Yeah.
Okay. But that's a true story about Tony Danza's mother?
Yes.
You had people crying. He was so good. And so he's in here, sings, dances,
He does.
musical comedy.
Yes, he does.
And you have Sally Kellerman. Now tell me about this wonderful music of salute to our young man who teaches acting.
Milton Katselis.
Milton Katselis.
Right.
Would you consider him a method actor, a method teacher, or what is he? He's not really a
He's
method.
brilliant beyond belief. I
ahead.
still go to class at my age.
On
and
Saturdays?
On Saturday morning, and learn something new every Saturday morning. The man is a great teacher, a great teacher.
Right.
A fabulous, fabulous director and a painter. I mean, he's extraordinary.
At the Beverly Hills Playhouse?
At the Beverly Hills Playhouse. And what
Right.
we're doing next Sunday, well, a week from Sunday,
Right.
October 22nd,
Uh-huh.
at the Frood Theater at UCLA,
Right.
we're putting on a benefit for the Beverly Hills Playhouse and the Camelot Players. This is a non-profit organization, and this is a theater, and we will run 4 shows a year. And the monies that we raise with our tickets, which is a non-profit theater group, is because it's non-profit, is tax deductible. And the people that we have.
You have Jason Alexander, Brian Cullen. He's a comic. Wayne Brady?
No, Wayne Brady is a fabulous singer, dancer, comic.
But Brian is a
great comic, right?
And Time Daly, one of my favorite ladies. And guess what? Tony Danza.
And Tony Danza and Michael Feinstein.
Hey, Michael, greatest.
And Sally Kellerman. Look at that.
I love Sally Kellerman.
And Larry Miller. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And Dale Christian, it's a
And Ray is
Ray
son.
My son.
Boy, your son's going to be there. What a show. Lee Thompson and Bruce Valance.
Oh, funniest man around.
He really is, isn't he?
He really is, yes.
He writes great material.
He does.
Has he ever written anything for you?
Yes, he has.
He has? Really? This musical, the show, it seems like it's David Gulligan's directing.
He's going to direct it, yes.
So it's going to be the 22nd. And now if people want tickets, where do they call?
Okay, get your pencils ready.
Yeah.
This is 310-659-0741.
It's actually 310-659.
0751. No, 41. 41.
Yeah.
Let me do it one more time.
Yeah, of course. We can do it. Don't worry.
310.
Yeah.
659. 0741.
And look at this. Michael's going to be. I love Michael Feinstein.
He's fabulous. They're all fabulous. They're an incredible
night.
night.
Get this light.
How about
the group?
And they're all doing. They're doing it as a benefit for the theater.
And none is getting paid. They're just going up there.
Right.
And the tickets are not that much, are they?
Well, they're different prices.
Different prices.
You call that number and you decide which one you want. And it starts at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And then I understand you're having a little champagne after, drinks.
All kinds of good things.
That's great.
And a silent auction that will knock your socks off.
Is there a silent auction?
Oh, is there?
You didn't tell me that.
Oh, yes.
I like that.
Great
What kind of an auction you're going to have?
Well, for instance, there's a house in Puerto Vallarta for 5 days.
Ooh. Okay.
Great restaurants. Great restaurants. Yep, absolutely.
Good. So, you look great. You're keeping yourself busy.
Yes.
What is new beside this, exciting in Doris Roberts' life now? You just filmed something. What?
Well, since we stopped filming Everybody Loves Raymond, I've done 3 films. One was Grandma's Boy for Adam Sandler, which is outrageous.
Isn't he funny?
Oh, well, he wasn't in the film, but he produced it, and the film is very funny.
But he is funny.
Oh, he is.
And why is he so successful?
Well,
he is so successful.
He has the beat of the public that he...
Yeah, he has that fan club
absolutely.
there. Yeah.
And
so you finished that one?
And that's on, I think, DVD now.
Right.
Then I did one for Hallmark called Our House.
Okay.
Which I played a rich woman who brought in people who were on the street, who were homeless people.
But you do help the homeless, though. I've seen you around town helping people, giving your time.
I do a lot of charity work.
You do.
Yes, I do.
You do.
And then the other film I did, which is a charming film, is called Keeping Up with the Steins.
Okay.
And I play Gary Marshall's ex-wife.
Have you ever worked his theater in the Valley?
No, I haven't. I should.
It's a cute little theater.
Cute, yeah.
I understand Tony Danza is going to be opening there.
Yes, he is.
Your favorite man, too.
Yes,
You're good friends with Tony.
I am.
Yeah, he's a sweet kind of guy, is he really? He's
terrific.
A family boy.
Very true, very real. What you see is who he is. And he's remarkable when you think that he was in a terrible ski accident and broke his back.
And tap dancing.
And tap dancing.
Oh,
no, he
dances.
No, he doesn't, like me, he doesn't take no for an answer.
You've had some tough times, though, Doris. You had a beautiful husband. Great
writer.
Man.
Yeah.
A great writer, yes. Miss him?
Oh, of course I miss him. But you know what? I'm lucky I had him.
What do you mean by that?
Just that. I had him. I was married to him for 22 years.
22.
I had 22 glorious years. Some people never have that at all.
That's right.
And I had that.
That's wonderful. So you've had some good times in your life, and you've had some bad,
and
you're having a good time now.
Absolutely.
Because you go out a lot.
Absolutely.
You don't stay home, Doris.
No, dear, I do not.
I see you go out to dinners and
All the
theaters.
time.
That is good. I like that.
I'm going to theater tonight.
You are? What are you going to see?
I'm going to see Lynn Redgrave down at the Mock Taper.
Lynn Redgrave. I
fabulous.
interviewed her and talked about her father. She told me about her dad when he was on the deathbed. And Lynn said to me, I said, Lynn, do you have any regrets? She says, Skippy, I'm so sorry that he didn't spend much time with me and tell me how much he loved me, the girls, you know. Didn't tell him. That's all. At the deathbed, he told. Interesting. She was a great actress.
She's fabulous. Fabulous.
What's some of your moments in your life like that? Tell me. Are there any moments in Doris Roberts' life that stick in your mind? That
Sure.
What?
The death of my husband. I
That's-
held him in my arms until he died. And I did nothing but tell him how much I loved him and what he did for me and how he changed my life.
How did he change your life, Doris?
He was my lover, my husband, my friend, my mentor.
See?
He taught me so many things about life, about music, about literature, about paintings. And it was never a patronizing attitude. It was one of sharing with me.
I bet you spent many times having dinner, didn't even speak, because you knew each other's,
We knew each other.
and you didn't have to
Absolutely.
speak.
Not
Am I
at
right?
all. Not at all.
When you know each,
You know someone that well, you don't have to
You
speak.
know.
No,
Yeah, that's
no.
true.
That was.
I like to go out with people like that. You don't have to speak. Or
I won't
just-
ever forget though that moment. I felt life leave his body.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. And if you want to call that spirit
No?
or electricity or whatever you want to call it, I felt that leave his body.
Uh-huh.
And I understood now what life is about.
So Doris Roberts is spiritual then?
Oh, very much so.
You grew up as a spiritual lady, or
No.
just no?
No, it came to me as I became an adult.
Did you have a tough time growing up as an actress in New York? Was it tough for Doris?
I didn't think it was tough. I
No.
thought it was exciting and extraordinary. I love what I do. I'm blessed. I love to act. I have the same passion for it that I did when I was 18 years old.
Ah, that's
It's
so
a joy
good.
for me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a joy.
That's what makes a great actress.
Yeah, well,
when
I
you
hope
do it so easy and with the
Oh,
joy of it
oh.
all, the love.
Love
I
it.
agree. You did a wonderful TV show. I think it was a TV show of Annie Frank,
Yes,
The Diary of
Yes.
Anne Frank, and I
Yes.
think you played the Shelley Winters part.
I certainly
with
did.
Damme.
Yes.
Tell me about that. I'm sure you didn't go into Shelley's part. You
Yeah.
did your
I
own.
did my own version.
Yeah. How do you do that, Doris, without, how does an actress or an actor do a thing like that? Because it's tough.
Not for me.
Well, go ahead.
Not for me. I claim my own space. Where I stand or sit, no one else sits. I don't want anybody else's space. I don't want to take anything from anyone else. I just want my own.
That's good. Yeah.
And I do, and that's very wonderful. And I'm very content in my own skin.
Where did you study when you
Oh,
many
well, certainly the Actors Studio
actor
for
studio?
many, many years.
Lee, did you study
Yes,
with
I
Lee?
studied with Lee.
I see. But method-y, do you think you mix it up? If you get method, and Casalis is mixed up, isn't he? Tell me about it.
His method, he's also with the Actors Studio. But what he teaches his students, which I find
Yeah.
so extraordinary, is he encourages them to play with their imagination, to find ways that are different and interesting, and just allowing that imagination that you have as a child to take over, and not stick to just the words. You can do it in behavior. You're still using the words of an author. I'm not saying you don't honor that. Certainly I do. But you allow an imagination to happen that enhances your character.
Yes.
And it's all done in behavior and the subtext. It's the subtext of people that's interesting. It's not necessarily what they're saying. It's what's going on underneath what they're
that's
saying.
it, yeah.
And if you really want to learn how to act, watch the 6 o'clock news.
Why is that?
If you see someone that's being interviewed who's lost their child, you won't see someone who wants to cry. you will see someone who's trying to keep it together.
Ah.
And in doing that, they become heroic.
I see. Interesting. It's very
Actors love to cry.
Yes, we
People
do.
don't.
Yeah, yeah. People don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the more you cry, the less the audience will.
That's right. That's true. That's very true. It's very true.
So
To be a good actor, Doris Roberts, listening is very important.
listening is very important, and being alive is very important, and being a person is very important.
Uh-huh.
I mean, often you will see this happen where an actor will be very alive and telling what they're supposed to say, and then when they're, the speech is over, they die. And they wait while they're listening to the other actor. And then they come alive again. Well, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy. I am alive. If I'm on a stage or on a set, I'm alive to everybody who's there.
Who's there, right.
And I'm listening, and I have an idea, and I have a response to it. I don't need to have words.
Yes, yes, yes.
Not
yes.
at all.
Yeah.
My body, my behavior will tell you what's going on. Or there's also creative hiding. I will hide what I'm really feeling.
Uh-huh.
But if you look closely into my eyes, you might get a flicker of something. That's good.
I saw you in Vermont teaching one day. What was that wonderful show you did? I don't know. I can't remember it. You were teaching a class or something, or this acting group you had there on Vermont, that theater there.
Oh, right.
What was it? You were so wonderful.
Oh, I was directing.
Directing.
I was directing a play that Jack Betts wrote.
That's it, Jack Betts.
Right. And
matter of fact, Jack Betts is going to be in here.
yes, he's going to be in that.
Okay, go ahead.
And I had 23 actors. I had music.
Right.
I rain over my head.
You were wonderful. I remember when you
good.
going back and forth. Oh, I thought you were great, the way you handled the whole
There was
thing.
a young man who came on stage, and I asked him where he came from. He said, stage left. I said, and you were very boring. What do you mean, stage left? Where did you come from this morning? What was the life that you bring to this stage? So I could be a good teacher, but I think I'd be too tough.
Shelley Winters. I attended many of her classes when she was here at the Actors Studio here. Not in New York here. And she's wonderful.
Good.
And I just, have you attended her classes?
No.
Never?
Never.
Because you're a member of the Actors Studio.
Yes, yeah, but
members do go to sit in.
Yeah.
Doris
No,
Roberts?
I don't know.
No, you just go, you go Saturday morning to...
I go Saturday mornings to Milton Kitselis.
That's...
And this incredible benefit that we're doing for him.
That's,
I'd like to also mention...
Yeah, go ahead.
The people who have bought tickets and are sponsors, like Kroll Vodka, is very generous. We have an open bar of vodka.
Really? We have that kind of thing? I love it.
We also have Dom Perignon, who is sponsoring and giving us sparkling wine, which is exciting.
That's going to be great.
Yes, it will be.
So the whole thing, they're going to have champagne, vodka, wine. It's going to be great. And people, mixture of stars.
Fabulous stars.
Out there.
Fabulous stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to
get your tickets.
You're right. Okay. And just call for reservations at 310-659-0741. And boy, that's at the UCLA Food Playhouse.
Yes. October 22nd.
Yeah, October 22nd. It's Saturday.
No, Sunday.
That's right. It's Sunday. Sunday.
Right, at 6 o'clock.
It's a good time. Sunday 6 is great.
And a great bunch of things to bid on. Silent auction that will be incredible.
Really?
Great restaurants.
Anything that you're going to bring, people can bid on yours? Anything?
Yes, from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yes.
We have things from Desperate Housewives.
See, that's what
we have all kinds of wonderful things.
Great.
And houses in Puerto Vallarta and one on Martha's Vineyard, and great stuff. Great restaurants.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, absolutely. We have Jar. I know that we have Jar. I know that we have Orso's. I know that we have Providence. And I think maybe Mazzo, which is a new restaurant that Phil Rosenthal is involved in.
Doris Roberts, do you have a favorite restaurant in L.A.? I see you around.
I love Orso's.
Yeah?
I love going to Orso's. Yeah, because I see a lot of my friends there.
That's the one on
3rd.
On 3rd. Yeah, Orso's, yeah. That is nice. I haven't spent much time there. I did a couple times.
Yeah.
What kind of food they have there? Is it?
It's a mixture of everything.
Yeah.
But it has wonderful pizzas
Uh-huh.
and pastas.
Ossos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that place. The restaurant I really love is Trilusa. I'm there on Monday nights,
Oh,
Doris.
yeah. Oh, great.
Trilusa, I do a
Great.
talent night with a bunch of singers and comedians, and it's fun. And then on Tuesday nights, I'm at the Ballage, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Ballage. Hey, I'm pushing a lot of things here. Might as well push mine, too. But you got to go to UCLA at the Frog Theater, and this is Sunday, October the 22nd, right, Doris?
At 6
And it's
o'clock.
going to be fun. At 6, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Michael Feinstein. Oh,
Look
wonderful.
at all that. Look at all those
Look
people.
at those
My
people.
God.
Come on.
Ray Romano. How
Ray
about that?
Romano. What kind of guy is Ray?
He's the best, honey. What you
He's
see,
so sweet,
he
isn't
is.
he?
He's a very good man.
Look at this. God gave him luck.
Yes.
Because he is so kind.
Yes.
He helps his family,
Yes.
his wife, children.
Yeah, he's
What a
wonderful.
human being. Working with him, was it easy working with him?
Easy as pie.
Really?
Oh, it was one. We had a great time. We had a great show. 9 years.
No bitches on the show?
Not one. I want to tell you that no one.
Great.
We never had an argument with anybody.
That's great.
Never.
That's why the show was successful.
Absolutely.
People see it through the tubes.
Absolutely.
Am I right, Russ?
9 years of that.
9.
Glorious writing, fabulous writing, and wonderful actors who wanted to be there, wanted to be funny, wanted to do their work.
Doris Roberts, what luck, though.
Yeah.
See, I like a lady that said, I am happy and content and you're lucky.
I
And
am.
you are lucky.
Yes, I am.
You are. Look how many successful shows you've been in.
It takes work, honey.
I know.
It just doesn't come.
No, I know
You
that.
don't pick up the phone and say, hello, life. You get
9
work.
years. Look at the money you're making.
You
now.
bet,
The money.
you bet.
Hey, that's it. You deserve it, baby.
You bet, you bet.
I think it's great, Doris.
I do, too.
It's wonderful. And you do help people a lot.
I do. I have an organization called Children Affected by AIDS Foundation.
Yeah, tell me about that. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, it's called Dream Halloween, and we're at the Barker Hangar on this Sunday, I believe, before Thanksgiving.
For children.
Not Thanksgiving, Halloween.
Halloween, yeah, for
And it's
children that have
children.
AIDS.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're either infected by AIDS or affected in that their parents have it.
Oh.
And we really do great work. We've raised millions of dollars.
How do people contact this organization if they want to help?
Children
donate?
affected by AIDS. Well, let me see if I remember the phone number. It's 310-258-0850.
0850, because there's a lot of people out there who would love to help for
And
that.
it's a great thing because we do it in New York, we do it in Chicago, and we do it in Los Angeles.
Great, great, Doris.
This is my 15th year with Children Affected by AIDS Foundation.
You live in L.A.
Yeah.
You travel back and forth. Do you prefer L.A. than New York? Or
Yeah,
you
but I
just-
love New York.
I
New
do
York is
too.
a great city.
The greatest city in the world, Doris.
Very exciting.
I grew up, I love it, and
Yeah.
I miss it. When I leave New York, I'm camping out. I'm camping out, honey. I don't want to, I don't care for LA, I never did. I know it's a great city, but it's not theater. Am I right, Doris? The theater.
No, it's not there. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a
film and
difference.
television. Yeah,
Television.
mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
There are some wonderful theaters out here.
Yeah,
And
hey.
that's why I'm helping put this together, because it's benefiting the theater, the Camelot
It is benefiting the theater,
Yes,
that's right.
absolutely.
But
And
Milk
it-
Gonzalez is theater.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
going to be a nonprofit theater that will show 4 different programs a
Right.
year.
Oh, that's
And that's what we're
great.
raising the money for.
That's great, that's really
And
good.
also to bring it to children in schools so that children understand how wonderful theater can be.
Who's the musical director? Gerald Sternberg back?
Yep.
Yeah, he's great.
Sternberg, yes, he is.
And David Galligan, he's done all the directions of all these little shows around
Yes,
town.
he has.
He's
Yes,
a
he has.
fantastic
Yes, he has.
director.
Are we missing anyone? Did we mention?
Oh, Lee,
No, did we miss?
who, darling?
Let me see.
Bruce? Oh, yes, we mentioned this lady, isn't she?
Camila Saviola.
Yeah.
And we did Ray Romano and Sally Kellerman,
Lee
Leah Thompson.
Lee
yeah,
Thompson.
yeah.
And I
Bruce was-
love Michael.
Now, Michael Pena is the young man in World Trade Center.
That's
He's
it.
the star in that, and he was also in Crash, in which he was so fabulous. And he's going to entertain.
Yes.
So, and Larry Miller is going to entertain.
And who's hosting the show? I mean, who's emceeing?
Sort of me.
You are? Good girl. That's great. I'm going to come to see you.
Good, great.
Afternoon. I
Great.
love it there to see all these great people. They're all my friends. You know, Michael started with me at the at the E Little Club
Did
in
he?
Beverly Hills.
Michael?
Michael
Feinstein.
started with me playing the piano.
Oh, my. How great.
When he came from Ohio. That's where he came from, Ohio somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
And he's wonderful. He's a
Oh, he's
charming,
great.
couldn't get any better than this young
No.
man.
No, you can't.
Then he met Liza Minnelli, and he took him over at the Le Mondrian, and that's where it all happened. Did you go to Le Mondrian when he was there, when Liza?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Did
I
you?
Yes,
Remember
I
that
did.
that
Oh,
evening?
That's fabulous.
She introduced him to all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was just
Yeah,
wonderful.
she was.
And it's
Still is.
yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, he's great. Time Daly.
How about that?
Love her
Isn't
brother. Her brother,
Tim, yeah.
Tim is such a, and his wife.
Yes.
They're still around, aren't they?
Yes, oh, sure.
I don't see them around. That's
Tim's
what-
in a
he's-
series now.
is he?
Yes, he is, and I can't remember what it is. But he is on a series.
I loved him. I think he's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
And I love Time. She was great in,
Did you ever see her do Gypsy?
that's what I meant. That's the show.
Fabulous.
Oh, she was fabulous.
Oh,
I went to see it with Mimi Hines.
oh yeah.
Little Mimi Hines
yeah,
and
yeah,
Phil
yeah.
Ford.
Good.
Little Mimi.
Yeah.
So tell me something. What shows? You've done so much television,
Yeah.
so many. What's your favorite thing you ever done? Do you have a favorite?
I have a favorite of different
Different episodes or
For movies,
Yeah.
a little film called Hester Street that I love.
Uh-huh.
And I'm being honored for that in about, well, I think it's November 5th.
Great.
Palm Desert.
In Palm Desert.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
You-
And
you-
on the stage, Bad Habits,
Bad
a play
Habits.
that Terrence McNally wrote, and I won the Outer Critics Circle Award for that one.
Uh-huh.
And that Lily Tomlin saw me in that, brought me out here to California,
Uh-huh.
and we did the Lily Tomlin Comedy Hour. We won all the Emmys, but they didn't pick us up. They picked up Howard Cosell instead.
Ah.
So welcome to showbiz.
Yeah. You're right.
And television has to be, although I loved being on Remington Steele, but it has to be Everybody Loves Raymond.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
you know, when that first came out, before you got on camera,
Right.
you came to me and you were working. You were just going for the audition or something,
Yeah.
and you told me about that.
Right.
I'm going to be doing this,
Right.
and it all started. I remember years ago when
Years
you did
ago,
my
yeah,
show.
yeah.
I remember you telling me everybody's. I just couldn't believe.
Oh, it's been.
In 9 years, you've been on that.
It's in 172 countries in the world.
God, Doris.
I was in New York last week on 57th Street, 7th Avenue, and three little girls, little Chinese girls, came up and said, "I see you on television." I
All
said,
the
"Really?
time.
Where?"
Oh.
She said, "In China." In China.
How does that feel?
Fabulous.
Isn't it great?
It's great because of what they say to me.
Ah.
They say, "I love you."
They do.
Thank you for the humor you bring into my life.
Yeah.
I go to bed with a smile on my face.
See? You
That's
bring it
great.
all over the world,
Yeah.
Doris.
Isn't that incredible?
And that Ray Ramona, oh, God, what a darling man.
He is a darling man.
He is.
Yeah,
He just,
Yep.
just.
And he's going to be performing that night for me.
It's going to be great. You
It's
get all
gonna be
these
great.
well, they love you.
Yes, they
You're a
do.
lovely
They
lady,
do.
and you help
I
a lot of
called them and
people.
they said yes.
And Milt Gonzalez is just, what a
Great-
wonderful.
great teacher.
Where is he from originally, Milt? Is he from L.A.?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Originally,
Uh-huh.
but New York certainly.
New York,
and
naturally.
Actor Studio, and of course he directed Butterflies Are Free on Broadway. And
I
quite
just-
a number of other things, but
Do you have a favorite show you've done on Broadway?
my favorite is Bad Habits.
Bad Habit.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite?
Yeah. The other one is Last of the Red Hot Lovers.
That's
Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah.
Coco, what a great guy.
Oh, wasn't he good? He was my
James
best friend.
Coco was so funny.
My
I
best
remember
friend.
you in that show. It was so good.
Yeah.
You were funny.
Yeah. Really.
It's a great guy. He was so